Hello everybody, it's Amira. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you're here. If you're new here, my name is Amira. It is so nice to meet you. I am obsessed with all things Animal Crossing and cozy gaming and Nintendo Switch, and I really just like making videos that kind of feel like you're hanging out with a friend. So if you are in the market for a new cozy gaming buddy, I would love to do that for you. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the like button and the notifications bell and join our cozy community here on YouTube. We would absolutely love to have you. Okay, you guys, we are back on my island Moss, which if you're new here, Moss is my enchanted forest woodland critter island, kind of. I feel like it's such a mouthful to describe what this island is. And today we are working on our third and final neighborhood. We have completed 2 neighborhoods so far. We have the Mush Forest neighborhood and the Meadow neighborhood, and this neighborhood I would like to be the Gnome neighborhood, kind of. I think it's going to be super cute. So I did just some very basic terraforming. This giant cliff was already there. I just took down some of it so I could fit a house here and an incline, and then you'll go up and the other 2 houses will be right here. And I'm thinking lots of terraforming around the houses. I want to kind of feel like maybe this neighborhood is in the mountains a little bit, not specifically because I know we can't really make mountains in this game, but in the hills basically. And we'll use lots of gnomes and trees and magical things, and I have some really cute codes that I want to use, and I am just overall so excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out my Island Designer app so we can just start decorating. Okay, so first things first, I do just want to show you the codes that I have to use. Really, it's just one. I just have a bunch of them. But it's this little fairy door, and I feel up against the trunk of a tree or something that could be really sweet. I think before we get started with any actual decorating, I'm just gonna put some cliffs. I had this vision of some cliffs being around the whole thing. Again, it's surrounded by bluffs and hills and things like that. So I guess we'll just go ahead and get started there. We could even maybe put an incline or a ladder or something up here and put a telescope or a stargazing sort of spot. I think that could be kind of fun. Or try and turn it into maybe a little tree house. I feel giving them a little tree house thing could be super fun. I'm going back and forth on whether or not I want to use any of the mush items here. I feel the gnomes and the mushrooms go really well together, but I want them to be 3 distinct different neighborhoods, and we already have a mush neighborhood, so I feel maybe I shouldn't. This is right on our secret beach, which I actually I did not think of until just now. So we might have to do some editing of that. Wow, I didn't realize that my secret beach was so far left. I don't know if I've ever seen one, literally in the back left corner. That's a new one for me. Okie dokie. And then I think, you know what I didn't do? I didn't count for trees or anything. So I feel that's always something that's kind of good to get in first, just because they have such picky requirements. So if we could fit one right there, that would make me really happy. Maybe one right here and right here. Let's go. Okay, I actually know almost for a fact that I don't have any more cedar trees, unless there are some up here, but I'm almost positive that there aren't, because I'm pretty sure I got rid of all of those. Yeah, okay. So we'll just have to use hardwood trees for now. I already did a Treasure Island run, and I really don't want to do one again. So we might just have to have placeholders. I guess otherwise I could buy some saplings from Nook's Cranny. That's always an option. And for now, I guess we could just use the hardwood trees as placeholders, just so that at least we know that they fit. That sunset is beautiful. Do you see that on the left there? Wow. That is just absolutely stunning. I do want to see what this will look like up against a tree. And I have it in a lighter color too, just in case. So if we did this one. Yeah, I think that colorway will look better with the hardwood trees, and then the darker sort of frame will look better with the lighter, or with the cedar trees. I do want to kind of fill it out. So if we put a bush here, and then we might need a bush on either side, and then we might want wheat field behind. yeah, if we did something like that and then we had bushes, let's go and get some bushes. I know I have them, and I don't even necessarily know if that fairy door is going to stay there. I just wanted to make sure that I could like kind of make it work because I haven't used that item yet. Yeah, I feel like the more we fill it out, the more like realistic it'll be. And then maybe we could put a wheat field here. And then we could put like a flower here on this side. That would be nice. Okay, see, are we seeing the vision? Maybe I'll just leave that there. And then maybe I could put one on this tree. Cool. Okay, I feel like I normally don't start with the path, but I feel like it would be nice just to kind of like lay out where we're expecting it to go. Whenever I lay down pathing, I feel like I'm just guessing and I'm hoping for the best because I never have any clue with the way that I'm laying it down, if I'm gonna like it or not, if it's gonna look okay. It is simply a guessing game always. For me, I feel like sometimes I figure out pathways and they end up looking super nice. And then sometimes that is not the way that works. I try not to think too hard while I do stuff like this because I never want it to look super planned, I guess. I always feel like if I try too hard, then it's going to be really obvious. And I never want that. So most of the time I just kind of start laying stuff down and I try really hard not to just like think about what I'm doing, which is exactly what I just said, but in case you missed it. Yeah, okay, I think I like that shape. So path work, at least for up here, is done, and that makes me feel pretty happy. I feel like I did that pretty fast. What else? So then I guess we can start looking at furniture, whatever items. I have, as far as like the treasure island goes, I got lots of gnomes. I got giant vines, so that could be kind of fun to use. Let's go into my storage shed and just get out my ladder so that we can get on top of the cliff that we made. And I feel like it would be fun to put a giant vine back there. And maybe we could even put one like behind this tree too, like right here. Like if we did one like that, I feel like that could look kind of nice. Yeah, I like that. And then if we went up here, yeah, a tree will go there, so we can just put one there for place holding, just to make sure everything fits. And then I feel like I should be able to get a giant vine in here. Yep. And then in front of that, maybe I'll put a wheat field. Yeah, I love the giant vines. Okay, awesome. We're definitely gonna need trees. What time is it in this game? 6:28. Okay, so that means Nook's Cranny is open, so I feel like we should go plant some more trees. And Nook's Cranny is all the way on the other side of this island. Good thing I have my Mario pipes. And then something else that I really want to try is using these purple hyacinths. I mentioned this in one of the more recent island tours that I did, but I love when people have like different flowers or plants like in different areas of their island. I always love the way that looks. I think it's so cool and it adds such a nice touch. So if we used the purple hyacinths in combination with like the green mums and the red windflowers, I feel like that would just add like a different element to it and kind of really separate it. Like in the meadow neighborhood, I used white tulips and I hadn't used those anywhere before. So that's like specific to the meadow. Yeah, I think that's so cool. I am just gonna go ahead and plant these cedar saplings just so that they grow in, and it would be great to stunt some of them too. And then what could be cool is if we put a wheat field here and then maybe another purple hyacinth. I feel like those look really nice with Like that combination of items looks really nice. We can always add to the terraforming down there. So we might do that. I'm gonna put a bush here. And then I have these garden gnomes. So, okay, I have some of the mush logs. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to use those, like I said, because I kind of want it to be like distinctly its own thing. But if we put it like right here, and then hopefully actually that might open it, that back spot up for something else. And we put like the gnome. I just feel like that looks really cute. Oh, that's so sweet. I really, really like that. Okay, cool. And then some other things. What else did I grab? I have, oh yeah, lanterns. I thought would be kind of nice to just have like, I don't know, lighting the way. If that sounds silly, it probably is, but like whatever. Okay, if we put like a wheat field here, or not wheat field, a bush here. I love putting bushes when like things, I don't know, end up like that. And then if we put another log stool, and then I have these lanterns somewhere. And I got them in a few different colors. There's a green one, a yellow one, and a red one, I think. And then we'll just have to figure out what to do with all of this space too, which I guess I can always do like another pond. I love a pond. Maybe we could do the mush table here with some pumpkin soup and a wooden bucket and maybe a pitcher. And I feel like maybe let's call that good for now. If we put the mush table here, which is gonna be impossible to find. And then we could put like the soup here on this side. Yeah, I feel like that's really cute. Oh yeah, the yellow's cute. Yeah, like that. Oh yeah, see, that's cute. I don't know. And then maybe I'll do like a green mum here. Yep. Okay, let's go get another log stool if I have any more, which I really thought I did, but just kidding. Apparently I don't. That's fine. Maybe we could use a wild log bench. I feel like the wild log bench would be kind of nice here. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then instead of this, we could try the mush low stool. Oh, maybe I like that better. Okay, wait, let's see what that looks like there. I feel like I like that. And then, yeah, we could have like maybe a little pond right there. Oh, do you know what else I have that we should use? I have this code that looks like a little like fairy house. Oh, and I got these too. Oh, yeah. Shoot. Okay. We might have to move this so that we can put this because these are so cute. Oop. Like maybe we even put it on the side here. Like if we put a tree right here and then that bush can still actually go right there. So we'll put that back. And then we can try one of these. Like that's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. And then we could even put like wheat field to kind of disguise it. We just have to find where it is. We could do the wooden box. And honestly, we could do like another wooden box. Then, okay, on this, we could either do another garden gnome or we could do a lantern, but I think maybe we'll do lantern just because he's a little bit hidden. You can't really see him. which you wouldn't really be able to see the lantern either, but like at least it kind of lights the way. I feel like that's sweet. I feel like this might be a build of just like random little pockets of just random stuff that we think is cute. And we also have, as far as umbrella codes go, yeah, we have this. So I would love to use that. I feel like that's really cute. Look at it. It's like a little fairy house. Okay. This like needs to be a bush, right? Like, oh, I don't have that. Okay, that's fine. That could be a tree. And then that could be another bush. Okay, we need to go get more bushes. What are our thoughts on that? Is that like a cute placement or should I put that somewhere else? This could be a tree, I think. Okay, so let's try this. This is a bush. This is a bush. I'm unsure about that at this time. We might just come back to that. Oh, you know what? I need to find a code. I don't know if this exists. I'll have to search. I need to find a code that maybe looks like little magical orbs. You know what I mean? Because that would be kind of nice. Oh my gosh, I really, really am enjoying the way that that's turning out. I also fear, and I don't want to make this promise because I don't want to disappoint you if I don't do it, but this just seems like the type of island that would need a rock garden. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like that would need to happen, and I really don't want to make a rock garden, to be honest with you. I've never done that. It seems like a lot of work. Yeah, that might be too many trees. Maybe instead of a bush, that needs to be a wheat field. Like that. Oh, I think I like that. And then we could put the bush here. And then we could do flowers in front of it. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. Okay, you guys, this is turning out pretty cute. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I'm really liking this. It's gonna look so nice with like all the different trees too. This is turning out super cute. Okay, let's try to put like a pond. Actually, before we do that, we need to figure out the terraforming down here. And then I'm gonna make this come out a little bit, just to balance that out a little bit more. And then I might bring this out. Okay, I think that's good for now. Because then if we make water, like I think a waterfall could be really pretty right here. And then like right here could be pretty. And then if we just make like a little, nothing too big, we could connect just like a little stream. It doesn't even have to be that big of a pond. I feel like a little stream could be really pretty. I feel like I like it, but I don't like how big this one is. So that one's gonna have to change back to being a little one, or at least just a smaller one. Maybe we can put a bush here. Does that help the awkwardness of that? Maybe it needs to be a wheat field. Oh, I spend my whole life worshiping the wheat field item, I swear. There's just more height. Yeah, I feel like that's good. So far, we only have one gnome, and so I feel like we should find other places to put them. Maybe one needs to be like eating. That's kind of cute. I do really like all the gnomes sitting and eating. I think they're so cute. Okay. We're gonna want some sort of bucket or something. So if we do a mush log, which I don't think is gonna be my favorite thing because I have one right there. Oh, a rocking chair could be kind of cute there. I need like another wooden bucket. Okay, let's go get another wooden bucket. Maybe a duck for over by the little river we made. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like that there. I'm gonna want a wheat field there. I just, I know I am. And then here we can put more flowers. We'll do or even just wheat field there. Okay, but I did want a duck. We could put a duck right here. Yep. Oh yeah, the spinning wheel too. I thought that could be kind of nice next to the laundry and stuff. If we put the wheat field behind the spinning wheel like that, and then eventually I could put another one like right next to it too, like on that side. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty big fan of this. I also have some different codes we could use. So we have, and by some, oh yeah, I have the puddle. Oh, maybe we should use the puddle. Oh, let's put that a couple places. First, let's put it underneath the duck. Yeah, that's so cute. Okay. Let's put it here, I think. And then we're gonna want more trees, I think. One can go right here. But that could be a stunted tree, which I actually have. This is so cute. I'm really having a lot of fun with this. It's so different than anything I've normally ever done, really, so I'm having a lot of fun. And then I'm gonna go get some red windflowers just because I feel like that would be a nice little touch. Add like another color. I'll put these red windflowers in, and then I'm gonna time travel a little bit to get those trees the way I want them, the cedar trees, because right now we've only used hardwood trees. I'll switch those out, and then I think we might have to call it good just because I am running out of time for recording today. It's been a little bit. We've been going at this for a while. I wish I had more wheat field, but what are you gonna do? I could do a bush here. And then maybe we could do a red windflower here. Cute, 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 cute. Cute, 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 cute. Yeah, the purple and the red look really, really nice together. I'm a really big fan of that. Could we put one right here? Do you think that's gonna work? I'd really like to put one right in this spot. What are your thoughts? Yes. Still some empty spaces, which is okay. It doesn't have to be 100% done today by any means. We never once said that. It's also just, it's gonna have to be a work in progress with the time that I have today. We might have to call that good. Okay, I'm gonna do some time traveling and then some finishing touches, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody, I have time traveled a little bit. I replaced some of the trees, just cleaned up a little bit, and I figured we could just go through what we built. This is where the entrance to the gnome neighborhood will be, but we didn't really get to that today, which is just fine. All of my builds usually end with a sort of like to be continued work in progress anyway. Look at Kiki, she's brand new to this island. I picked her, I think she fits so perfectly. Then you enter this neighborhood and there is this beautiful pathway that I'm just so in love with. I think this code with the tree is so stinking cute. How fun, I love that. Then you come up to this home and they have a gnome and a little fairy sort of garden thing. And then on this side, there's another little fairy door. Like I said, just keep in mind that this is definitely a to be continued thing. We'll probably put down that mossy code and fill up more space. Maybe some more water. Like I could see us maybe making this into a little bit of a pond. Then you continue up this way and you see some gnomes having a little picnic lunch, some mushroom soup. There is this cutesy little river we made to connect to waterfalls, and then another little fairy door connecting to a tree. And that is kind of the extent of what we built today. It doesn't seem like that much, but it did take me a couple hours, which it normally does, so nothing new there. I think this turned out so cute. Every time I build on this island, I end up falling in love with it more and more and more. It is just so different than anything I've ever done. So it's just allowing me to really like go outside my comfort zone and explore some creativity and play around with things that I don't normally do. And so I'm falling in love with this island every single time we build on it. I love it so much. This pathway, all of the items, the magical sort of fantasy thing happening. I'm living out my little forest fairy dreams, and I love it so much. So with all of that being said, I think we can go and stand next to our little gnome friends having their little picnic. How sweet are they? Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It really would mean the world to me. I post new videos 3 days a week. I do builds on this island Moss, as well as Basil, which is my simple garden core island. And then I do island tours as well. So if any of that sounds like something you'd be interested in, I would love if you decided to stick around. I'd like to quickly thank all of the members on this channel. Thank you all so much for your continued support and kind words. I never have the words to thank you enough. Thank you for being here. I love you all so much. Other than that, you guys, that is all I have for you today. I hope you are having the most wonderful day, and me and the gnomes will see you again in the next video. Goodbye!